My freedom fighters, my Bitcoin maxis, my crypto degenerates, we have reclaimed $63,000 on Bitcoin. Bow, 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 bow. That's what the dude knows me as, man. I had got on air with Dagnum this weekend, impromptu live stream, and I got on air and they're pow, 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 pow. You know, and it's like these data scientists, and they knew that the pow, 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 pows come from us. It felt good, man. What a weekend, you guys. Holy cow. Shout out to everyone in the chat. And on the couch here, we got the beast from the east, Crypto Taco. Let me see if I got your shot here. This ain't Taco. That's not Taco. Taco, how in the hell are you doing? How are you doing, brother? You have a good weekend?
It was an eventful weekend.
I
spent it doing like research on the assassination and trying to figure out what happened.
Understandable. Isaac, how in the hell are you doing, my good young sir?
Doing good. It was a crazy weekend. I found out about this whole situation after me and my brother got home with pizza. I walked in the door. I was like, "Pizza's here." Everybody looked at me. Shh. I was like, "Okay,
what
fine."
do you mean?
And then I looked at the TV. I looked at the TV and Trump's been shot at rally, and I was like, "Okay, time to make a TikTok."
Yeah,
but,
it was insane weekend. And I saw you hop right on it. Yeah. I was basically scrambling to figure out the streaming setup. You know what I mean? Yeah. I had to build a studio on the fly. It was a fast moving day for sure. But shout out to everyone in the chat. Linwood, Nicole Minnis, I think they're out there in Greece still. Shout out to you. Bangarang, Rufio, Shake and Bake, Doob Tube, Dirty Dan, Crypto Cody. What do we got? Kelly Crypto Breezy, Seth Shepard. What up, Seth Shepard? Out there starting the preparedness journey. Shout out to your brother Tommy Martin, the Gold Doge, all the best, all the most wonderful people in the world. We got a great crew. You guys are all yellow. I'm wearing this.
I went more orange today.
This is the move. This is the move right here. This is what I'm wearing. Have you ever seen? Oh, sorry about that. I hit your microphone. Have you ever seen Gangs of New York?
Nope.
The Butcher?
Nope.
I got to get you cultured.
You do.
I got to get you cultured. You got to check it out. The channel, obviously, shout out to everyone that's supporting the channel and subscribed as members, giving us the subs, checking out Isaac on his phone. We got 57,700 subscribers. This number keeps ticking up. Some videos hit or miss, right? Everyone was heavily interested in the Trump assassination. We came out with some pretty good videos in the weekend sector here. Got basically a really good signal for DOT's price action over the weekend. I highlighted, obviously, all crypto pumped, but I saw extra strength within Polkadot on this last pullback. You want to go ahead and check that one out. And then how to trade like a pro. So you can go in here and figure out all the different measurements and basically outlooks that I have on crypto. How to just change your life with the long term. I don't leverage trade much. If you must, just be very cautious. I trade on the weekly and basically the weekly and sometimes daily, but I think the daily cuts it down too much. But yeah, make sure that you guys are supporting the channel here. If you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button, like the show. And if you are getting prepared for the absolute bedlam that you saw boiling over in the world to this weekend, go to basement.supplies. And this is where you can support the channel very directly. Pick up yourself a go bag. If you're in the city centers, first of all, leave sometime when you can, but I would highly suggest a kind of the gray man setup that we have here. Where's the gray man setup? You got to go to build your bag. And then, yeah, there's the gray man setup. This is the one I would recommend if you are surrounded by Antifa or if you're in Seattle, something like that. You know what I mean? This is definitely the recommendation. You don't want to be drawing too much attention to yourself as you're trying to get out of Dodge in this crazy, crazy world. Make sure we're gonna show our socials, boys. I gotta keep building out our socials. Druth Crypto. Yes. I still need to get verified. I put this profile picture on there about 2 weeks ago because I just felt like things were gonna get hotter in the world, and here we are, folks.
You put Trump's face on that.
You think I should put Trump's face on there?
Yeah, put Trump's face on there.
Dude. I mean, there's so many renditions of Trump that are just killing it on the internet. The internet's on fire for Trump right now. Make sure to follow Isaac at Isaac Does Crypto. Here's his account here. And you are verified. You prick.
I'm verified. Yep.
You absolute prick. Unbelievable. So there's Isaac and then Taco. I was thinking about your username. Taco, was it difficult getting the crypto_taco01. Was the other crypto tacos taken at the time you put this together?
Well, funny enough, there is a guy with the @taco. I keep on trying to reach out to him to see if I could buy it off of him, but
You do.
he then put in his profile, "My username is not for sale."
Oh, see, you got him offended.
So then I tried crypto taco, that was taken. Crypto_taco was taken, and now it's crypto_taco 01, the one and only.
And you were on the DGen Alpha show, so
hell yeah.
make sure you guys are following this DGen Alpha show on YouTube and on Twitter. You're giving the sauce. I wonder what just happened here. Hold on. Let me plug this
Did I mess
Yeah.
Let me
Wow.
plug this in here real quick.
Guys, our stream deck is broken.
There we go. Let's see if it fixes it. We'll see. Oh, yes.
Indeed,
And we're
guys.
back. All right. So let's get into the charts here, you guys. We got a lot of beautiful things happening on good old Bitcoin. Very exciting times indeed. There's Taco, just fantastic human. You're so bright.
Yeah, this
You know?
is my brightest hoodie I own.
This is, I remember that
I'm
was,
pretty sure you have brighter.
I feel like I see the
I
sun.
think this one takes the cake.
Yeah,
I
it's a
really
pretty
like the
good one.
back of it though.
Let me see.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's sick,
Show
dude.
that.
Love is the vibe. I like it, bro.
I just
Very
went for
nice.
the Trump colors today.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool. You know, love is a good vibe to have. Now, right now, this is on the daily, and we got a boner. We got a good boner. We are building out of a strong sell-off, all of the Germany dumping. And I know I've heard you complaining, Taco, why didn't they keep a few Bitcoin around just a little bit?
I
Tiny
sent
bit.
them some just so they have some
You
skin in
sent
the
them
game.
some?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Well,
I sent them 0.69 cents worth of Bitcoin.
that's pretty cool of you. I mean, they
That's
had
pretty
to
sweet.
sell that Bitcoin because it was just how their law system is. You know, it's
Yeah.
seized goods. It's not like we're cocaine where they can just light it all on fire and stand next to it and feel weird afterwards.
But I think like a few weeks ago, I did bring up the point. They burn like drugs and shit when it's confiscated. Why not burn the Bitcoin when it's confiscated?
That would be hyperbole. I don't think they want to be that bullish for us.
Mega
yeah, that
bullish.
would decrease the supply and make everyone's bag more valuable. So they wouldn't do that.
No, we can't have nice things. We can have our Bitcoin on cold storage, though. Shout out because we are powered by Arculus. And really, guys, I want to show you the overall markets here real quick. Let's pull this up here. 63, almost 4. This is looking fantastic on Bitcoin, up 5.4%. The 2 days after a attempted presidential assassination. That is absolutely crazy to think about. Ethereum knocking on the door at 3,400, Solana 154. And XRP stalled out. It had that exciting, we are the future of finance. And here we are, it stalled out at 53 cents. Let's look at the biggest losers for today. I was looking at XRP and it and Stellar were in the biggest losers. Now, Aave shaving, but look at Aave. That pump on Aave was just juicy. But pretty much, even Stellar is up by 21% on the week. So not too much pain. A lot of crypto is really experiencing an upswing here. We got MOG trying to get to $1 billion market cap. Unprecedented. Incredible. BitTensor on the move. It's up by 12. And this is good to see. Pendle. Taco, do you see Pendle's upswing? All the FUD, you know, all the TVL leaving last week. And here we are. It's coming back. Let's go to the monthly just so you can check it out. Little trough. It's building itself out of. There's a mass outflow of TVL within it. People are saying I should check out Landwolf. I've been seeing Landwolf on my timeline quite a bit. Have you seen Landwolf? Like, what you?
Yeah, it's part of. They're trying to create this thing called the Boys Club
The Boys Club.
with Brett, Pepe,
Really?
Landwolf, and Andy.
Andy? Okay.
Yeah.
Where's D-Bar? They got to have D-Bar in there. You know what I mean? Dark Baron.
That doesn't fit into like the art theme.
That's true.
Type in the Boys Club.
The Boys Club. All right, let's go to Twitter. I'm not going to show this live. Things get weird on Twitter. The Boys Club. Let's see what we find here. Because I've been seeing Landwolf all over the damn place. So what do we got here?
It should be like an image of the four of them.
Let's see.
If you
here.
can't find it, then go to Crypto Sage's account.
Crypto Sage's account?
Yeah, because he's chilling the Boys
For
Club.
some reason, Sage decided to follow me because I told him he has low testosterone.
All
this
right.
weekend. That happened.
Okay.
All right, fine. We'll go to Sage's account. I also got followed by Martin Lawrence this weekend for some reason. I don't know what Martin Lawrence is up to, but his official account started following me.
Interesting.
Let's see here. So we got Crypto Sage. Let's see what we got here. The Island Boys. Hopefully this is not connected to the Island Boys. Morel got stuck on a bunch of flights, dude. I called Morel this weekend. He got hosed on his travels. So what is this, the boys club?
It's probably within some of those are the guys in the boys club.
Okay, so it's these tokens here. And where does Sage fall into all this? I saw that Sage. There's a lot of people like Mason was calling out Sage that it might be a like an insider kind of money grab. What are your thoughts on that?
It probably was.
Yeah, you think so?
I mean, you got to imagine these people getting into crypto. They're not doing it for the culture, the community. Let's all make it WAGMI. Where's WAGMI culture? It's like gone. It's all these celebrities who just want to pump and dump their token. They get all their close friends in on it. Here, I'm gonna send you some tokens. Create a Solana address, and then you go on like Dex Screener and you see all of the profits, and none of the people that bought it. You see two columns, the buys and the sells. The buys column is blank, and the sells column is filled with the people taking profits.
That's the Insiders Club that we're talking about
it should
here.
be called the Insiders Club, not the Boys Club.
The Insiders Club. We just
that's
made,
a good one.
Dude. Oh, please don't start a meme coin like that, though. That's a bad name. Look at this. I mean, is this all about the community, or is it basically because when this thing launched, I felt like it launched basically up here. You know what I mean? Like I watched it.
They did some sketchy stuff too, where like on Dex Screener, the market cap wasn't showing what it actually was.
That's true. It was like $200,000 market cap.
Yeah,
is what it was reading.
His reasoning was we were trying to mitigate sniper bots. I think he said. So actually, that looks decent, but there are some that receive their
They got 30K take with no buys, 33K. 26K, but it's not. Some of these that you'll go through, they're like just straight empty and then mass profits.
But you see like those 792K, 1 million sold, 1 million sold, 1 million. Those I believe are market maker wallets.
Yeah, I would agree with that because they go in and out super hard. They don't act like a human would trade.
Fabricating volume.
Yeah. Basically.
To make the retail investors say, "Oh wow, this coin is popular."
Yeah, I have a hard time. Like maybe it's not the losses that matter; it's the friends we made along the way. It's kind of a low T take, honestly. Like because we're in crypto to make money here. You know what I mean? Like I get involved with crypto to help buy things with a better buying power than the fiat dollar. So looking at this stuff, I mean, for God's sakes. If you're getting into these things, please use an amount of money that you're willing to lose because it is a highly risky class. But yes, there are some major winners we're going to be covering. Speaking of major winners, I know how to start this day off and really get into the groove here. We're going to listen to this. This is just...
Many men like old men wish death upon me. Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. The president is what I'm destined to be. Democrats trying to take my life away. Put a hole in my ear, now you don't see. But a call into all my circulation. Better watch how you talk when you talk about me. Cause I'll come and take your life away. Many men.
I love this show. I love this shit so much. The internet is unhinged.
Yeah.
You know, 50 Cent even used the picture and like is leaning into it. So.
A picture of 50 Cent with Trump's face on it, and he's performing Many Men on stage. That was a very
incredible.
Fun,
like
so fun to watch.
An incredible time to be alive. We are in right now, but we got some great stuff going on in Bitcoin. We're going to dive into it. First, the bearish shit. We'll get out of the way. Genesis Trading transferred another 600 Bitcoin over to Coinbase. Today, worth about $37 million. Genesis still in question on if they are insolvent or executing their bankruptcy liquidation procedures. It is suspected that that is what they are doing. So if you're a part of this, Genesis Trading be wary, tread with caution. Things aren't looking horribly healthy on that side. Really sad to see because this is all happening while things are going well in crypto. You got to really fuck up to drop the ball right now. Now, this is from Julian Bittel, CFA. Remember, one must make it through the boring zone to unlock the banana zone. And I like the term banana zone. It's kind of what it feels like when we get to the banana zone, you know? Go ape shit crazy. Talk about this 2011 and 2012 highlighted here, kind of the inception years of Bitcoin with that little handle made on the cup before the nice move up. And now you have another one highlighted 2014 to 2016 timeframe where we hit that peak 2017. And it absolutely did have a boring zone. People wondering, is this a fake out? Is this a higher low? Did we make a big mistake with my life investment? Is my wife going to leave me? Yada, yada. All those things you think about. Now, 2019, 2020, this is where my legend was created. I started watching crypto basically at the top, and I knew not to buy it because that gigantic green candle that I saw in 2017, but I started learning about Bitcoin and trying to position myself in a way where I could really get on. Oh, C90 caught you. C90 caught and breathed. I don't think you breathe too loudly in real life.
I had no idea.
My mic is this far away. It wasn't me.
That is funny. So the banana zone, we are honestly, guys, loading up for this moment. And my experience, 2019, 2020, I saved everything I could and got positioned when I saw this green candle, and I literally bought essentially the bottom of the COVID crash. I know it's, actually I'm pretty fucking proud about that. So I'm not going to be wish-washy about it. My Bitcoin was $4,000. Ethereum was $180. XRP was like 16 cents. It was a great time to be alive. Chainlink was like $1.50 or something like that. And this is the banana zone. And I experienced it. It was like we would drive to Costco, and in the half hour it took us to drive to Costco, we made $5,000 in price movement on the bag that we started with a total of $6,000. So you can think about how that feeling was. It was an immense feeling of a light went off in my head like, holy shit, I've been working my whole life for money, and I finally know how to make money work for me. That's what I realized in this time frame. So I like this chart a lot. Just want to kind of explain that process. What we're seeing from Vivek, global liquidity index reflecting the Bitcoin price. And this is the overall global liquidity and the long-term cycle of that liquidity, essentially moving in tandem with Bitcoin's price. But some hints given out from the Federal Reserve today show that that is happening. This is also from Vivek, highlighting the M1 money flow. Bitcoin has just broke out against the M1 money flow for the first time since March of 2017. Wonder what it looked like in March of 2017. Let's just have a gander, shall we? Just for the sake, because we are all diamond-handed in crypto in the absolute perfect time to accumulate. And I literally think that we're going to have hundreds, if not thousands of legends made from this channel and crypto in general, the overall community. So let's go to March of 2017, see what we're doing. Maybe I'll go to the weekly to make this a little easier on myself here. Bam, bam. All right, what do we got here? So March of 2017, look at that shit. Holy good God. This is wonderful to look at right there. This has, the M1 has not been outpaced by Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has not broken out from the M1 money supply since this time frame. Look what happened since then. Bitcoin at that time, $983. I'm slightly erect reading it. You know what I mean? Like slightly erect. It's a good time to be alive, folks. So it's nice to see that happening. We got, I already played that. That's amazing. Delete all this.
Before you play that.
Yeah.
Bought from accounting. Damn, I wish I knew more about crypto at that time. I would have dumped all my money into it. Funny enough, I was in crypto before COVID, the previous cycle. And what I did is I went to my Bank of America, and that was the first time I got a credit card.
Oh, yeah?
So I could max it out and bid on crypto.
You savage. You
So
absolute savage.
I was a super degen the first time that I like really got into crypto because I like saw how bullish it was and how much money could be made. And that was a good move. But the girl at the bank, she was like, what do you want to do with this? She was like very concerned for me.
Well, she's like, look at your sweatshirt. She's like, look at this guy. What is he doing?
Hey, can I get a credit card? I want to buy crypto. And this is like back
I'm
in
gonna max it out and go in debt.
2015,
Yeah, but you're
2016.
using their leveraged debt system against them. You're weaponizing their own free money setup against them. And that's the beauty of the situation we're in, you guys. And on that, I mean, that's a great segue because now the system, it's been built upon leveraged debt. And some of the largest asset managers on the planet, but primarily BlackRock, we know they've been leaning in. But he said some new things on MSNBC this morning that just made me that much more bullish. Let's have a listen to this. This is absolutely fantastic. Let's see here.
Now, I know you have been a leader in willing to embrace crypto. You have made it so that people can be in Bitcoin. We hear that you are thinking about Ethereum. These are incredible things. Now, BlackRock is not known as a gunslinger by any means. So you obviously must believe that this may be as an alternative. Is this an alternative in order to be able, because of a deficit, maybe something long-term people should have?
Absolutely. As you know, I was a skeptic.
Yes.
I was a proud skeptic. And
He was an immense skeptic. Not a few years ago, I know that they were talking about Bitcoin, but they were talking about it in a negative way. And actually, it was the same time that all those attorney generals from the United States came after BlackRock for investing in environmental sustainability goal projects that they were getting their asses kicked on. But also the states, their money comes from oil and energy production. So the states don't want their own money being weaponized against them to basically arbitrage the industry out. So there's a few things left unsaid here. Let's keep listening.
I studied it, learned about it, and I came away saying, okay, my opinion 5 years ago was wrong. Here's my opinion today. This is what I believe in today. I believe the opportunity today. I believe Bitcoin is legitimate. I'm not trying to say there's not misuses like everything else, but it is a legitimate financial instrument that allows you to have the uncorrelated, non-correlated type of returns. I believe it is an instrument that you invest in when you're more frightened, though. It is an instrument when you believe that countries are debasing their currency, debasing their currency by excess deficits. And
He is admitting quite a bit of shit right there.
Yeah.
Admitting that countries are debasing their currencies.
And they're turning to Bitcoin.
That is a lot of admittance. I mean,
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy, guys. All right, we got to keep listening to this. This is cool.
some countries are. I believe we have countries where you're frightened of your everyday existence, and if you have an opportunity to invest in something that is outside your country's, control, then you can have more financial control. And so I'm a major believer that there is a role for Bitcoin in portfolios. I believe you're going to see that as one of the asset classes that we all look at. I look at it as digital gold, as I said before, and I do believe there's a real need for everyone to look at it as one alternative.
Damn, he is getting in on it. Like the digital gold. He's talking about a lot of stuff that, I mean, we kind of dreamed of this happening, you know?
He was watching some, what's his face from MicroStrategy.
Michael Saylor.
He was watching some MicroSaylor
Dude,
clips.
and Steve-O, it's funny. Taco should have been the one on TV. Honestly, bro, it's like, it's funny that like, someone like Taco come in, you look like, you just.
A construction cone.
Like a construction cone that's got a vape in his hand and he's like super happy-go-lucky. And this kid, at the time, you'd be closer to be considered a kid. Mm-hmm. Outsmarting Larry Fink.
Yeah, I wanted to comment on Bob from accounting. Those balls out moves don't always work. I had a buddy who said the SEC lost the XRP lawsuit, that he would take out the largest loan that he could to buy XRP. Good thing he didn't. Yeah, I would not recommend like a 40-year-old max out their credit card, but I was like, what was I? I was probably like 20 in my lower 20s, so I had some room to experiment with my money.
Well, you got to risk it for the biscuit, man. And like when I was young, I felt like I was losing already. You know what I mean? Like I didn't go to college. I ran a fencing and painting business, and I didn't want to imagine myself like this 50-year-old painter that sure I make 10 grand a month painting houses, but I'm having to use my damn body, break down my elbow for things that I really don't have a big passion for. So that's where it started clicking in my mind. You got to get the money to start working for you to have a more comfortable, literal existence. You know what I mean? And I'm like, Isaac, you're early in life, man. You're figuring this stuff out fast.
I just turned 18 and now I'm like into the real world now, right? And then like with all these prices, car prices, house prices, grocery prices, taxes, all this stuff, the only way to get out of it is through crypto, in my opinion. And that's the only way to be financially stable in this day and age.
Well, dude, you're so young and you're capturing that knowledge so quick. I know that you're going to be fine. Like you stay focused. Because there's going to be other sectors that go crazy. Like I think nanobots.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to get a chance to, I mean, I'll get a chance to probably, unless this tyranny goes over the edge and I have to lay down my life for this country. But if, you know, we get to there and that doesn't happen, nanobots are going to be an investment of mine. So, you know, I mean, there is that. It is but a shame I only have one life to give for this country, my dear ladies and gentlemen. Now, when we look at this comparison of gold and Bitcoin and then fiat currency, see some interesting stuff here. So gold, it is durable. Bitcoin, also durable. Fiat, non-durable. We have divisible. Gold, not so much. Can't really shave off little tiny fractions of a gold chunk too easily. Bitcoin, highly fractional. And then fiat, very fractional as well. And the divisibility of currency, something like the thought process, you don't want to give a whole cow for half a bag of salt, right? Or you don't want to give a half cow for a whole bag of salt. You don't have to cut your cow in half and kill it for just if all you need is a half a bag of salt. Like that's the whole idea behind it.
Dwight Schrute figured out a way to extract, I think it was like 12 burgers from a cow without killing it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's fucked up.
He's trying to get it patent pended, but we could check on that.
Schrute bucks. If you want Schrute bucks, just go to Pulse Chain. Pulse Chain will give you some like millions of Schrute bucks. It's going to be huge, you guys.
I'm surprised that hasn't been a meme coin.
Dude, it should be,
Schrute
bro.
bucks.
So we also got fungibility. Gold and Bitcoin are fungible, but fiat is not fungible with other fiat. US dollar is not fungible with the Canadian dollar. Example. Portable. Gold, definitely not very portable on a large scale. Bitcoin, very portable, but fiat, it is portable to a good degree. Verifiable. Gold, a little tough to verify gold. If anyone that's bought gold, you got to get the assay card, you got to get the certification stuff, and you can absolutely get scammed very, very easily buying gold. Bitcoin, highly verifiable. That is just the kind of the biggest thing for me, the verifiable data, secure blocks, that's huge. And fiat, not very verifiable at all, just like George Floyd and his printed dollars, right? Never mind. Now, scarcity. Okay, so gold is pretty scarce. Bitcoin, highly scarce. Fiat, far from scarce. They print it like it's candy, and a track record. Gold does have a very good track record. Bitcoin does not have that track record yet. It's only been around since about 2008, the idea. And we are only around, it's like 16 years in, you know what I mean? So there's a lot to prove for gold or Bitcoin still, but we are on the cusp of it. And this is the opportunity zone. Look at all of these other metrics being hit. We got nation states opening up their usage of it, but we are not verified on the track record yet. And this is where the legends are made. What do we got here? How do you guys send my humble tribute via mail? I got to send you our address to the office. It's Hit Network in Kennesaw, 3102 Cobb Parkway Northwest.
Correct.
In Kennesaw, Georgia.
Don't you guys have a P.O. box?
Yeah, I think we do have a P.O. box as well. Yeah, I think you have to use the P.O. box to send stuff to us. So don't quote me on that. We need to find the P.O. box.
Maybe reach out to Nick DeMondi. He knows the P.O. box by heart.
Yeah. We received a lot of Christmas gifts this last Christmas. I'm excited for Christmas this year. I'm going to be showering my kids in gifts. It gives me the warm and fuzzies just thinking about it. But a couple other things. Actually, we're going to be diving into. I want to leave a lot of room for altcoins today. So we got this. The Fed. This is from Jerome Powell. If the Fed waits for inflation to get to 2% to cut, it has waited too long. Ooh, looking like a soft belly right there. Like to see it. Told you guys. And this is history repeating itself. The effective fund rate in comparison to massive market stress points. We had the Penn Central Bank in 1970, the cut. And historically, a lot of these cuts have been responses to a recession or a stagflation type situation. What I think we're seeing right now is more preemptive work to avoid this situation. I mean, honestly, the situation looks pretty fucking bad as it is. So it just moves in ebbs and flows. And basically right now, I think that Jerome Powell is going to cut rates so that he doesn't liquidate a bunch of banks in the United States and cause even further bedlam than we already have with our political division. Okay, I'm going to run the mid-roll, and we'll be back in just a moment.
The Blockchain Basement is powered by Arculus. This is the world's leading crypto cold storage where you can easily secure, buy, swap, send, and receive all your crypto with a simple tap using 3-factor authentication to make sure to keep your assets safer than ever. Make sure to support the channel, use code BASE10, and click the link down in the description to get your hands on your security today.
Apparently my daughter just heard me on the show here. That's pretty awesome. My wife in the chat. Dude, my wife got this sourdough culture that's like 1,000 years old from Italy, taco. And I was excited to tell you about this because you're very, very intelligent when it comes to body and food relationships. And I am so excited about all the bioavailability increases that come from sourdough, bro. And now we're going to get the rye in there. I'm just like, I'm first of all, I love her so much. And when I was looking for a gal, when I was out on the road playing heavy metal, I was like, I'm going to find a beautiful hippie type woman that's really good with health and that will take good care of my children. I got it. My imagination turned into reality, and shout out to you, Tia. I love you very much. And give Brooklyn a kiss for me. So this, very interesting. Article came out 10 days before the attempt on Trump's life. Trump sparks talks of Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset. This went off in my mind as something to keep in the back of our heads. Oh, she's got some in the oven right now.
I want to try it.
Oh
Bring
my
some
God,
in.
dude, I'm going to have to bring some in. She's got some in the oven right now. This is bullshit.
Dude, it's like,
We are so back.
I can hear the steam of just
Right? Oh my God, she's wonderful. So yeah, Trump was talking about backing the U.S. dollar with Bitcoin. Let's just look. Presidents who opposed central banks and the Federal Reserve: James Garfield, assassinated. William McKinley, assassinated. John F. Kennedy, assassinated. Andrew Jackson, assassination attempt. Donald Trump with an assassination attempt 2 weeks before headlining the world's biggest Bitcoin conference. Coincidence?
I think not.
Right. It's questionable. Makes you think. And yes, Trump, I just want to double verify. I know I covered this morning, but it looks like he is speaking at the conference in Nashville.
wait.
We may have some tickets to give away. I need to find out if we have any tickets that we could do like kind of a giveaway thing for, because I did hear whispers of that. I'm going to do some due diligence and see if we got something for you guys. Now, the VP pick. Now, this is a big question in my mind, not only for the meme coins and the culture, but honestly, if Trump has Vivek as his VP, Vivek is so vicious, I don't think the deep state will want to deal with him. I don't think that they will want to take Trump out and deal with Vivek. It's like cutting off the head of a dragon and then a freaking young Hydra comes out of the top of it. I don't think that they want to deal with that. They don't want that smoke. But the other option here, JD Vance. There's a motorcade spotted leaving JD Vance's home in Ohio, developing. I think someone in the chat brought up the JD Vance Solana meme coin. Vance. We might have to go fishing for that thing. I think it broke over $4 million market cap
on my stream today.
Yeah?
It exploded.
Is it? I want to look at this thing. Maybe we should look at it right now.
I actually took profits on my Vivokrom Swaggy today.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, I think it pumped like 250%.
Yeah, I mean,
all the VP picks.
Dude, I gotta check
eligible
mine.
picks.
Oh God, I didn't even look at mine, dude. What is my I'm such a psychopath. Unbelievable.
Type just maybe.
The two O's?
No, the initials in the front.
Oh, okay. All right. JD. Let's see here. JDV maybe. I want to find this thing. I gotta see.
Maybe space V.
All right, let's try. Because there's so many of them out here. I gotta find the right one. JD Vance.
Okay.
This
I think
one.
that one's it. Yeah.
This one? 3 million right now. What a fucking chart. Ooh. Okay. Hold on. We got to look at the top traders to see if this is garbage. So we got two that bought nothing that sold for 20K. And we got another one here. Two of them that sold for 10 and 11K that bought nothing. 2,000 holders. Pretty good. We might have to soul scan this. I might have to send this into the soul scanner. But now I got to look at Vivuk. Hold on. Vivuk Rimswamgi. 600. It's waking up. She's trying to wake up. Look at her.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, this thing woke up. It was very, like, when I called it originally, it was at like a $1 million market cap. It went to like $6 or $7 million market cap that night of. And since has just been gutted, but now it's waking up. The same thing with the Trump Pepe, like the Trump Pepe derivative I hold, waking up kind of the same way. So good to see. I wonder who he's going to pick. Now, this is a question. And let me know in the chat what you guys think. Who is Trump going to pick as his VP?
Vivek.
Who is he going to pick?
Vivek.
You think Vivek?
Yeah.
You got Vivek?
There's a bunch of speculation on that already, so I feel like it's best for the whole campaign.
What do you think, Taco?
I'm gonna have to go with Vivek Ramaswamy as well. Because honestly, I don't even recognize any of these other people's names.
I know, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like JD Vance, like I don't even know this guy. I never heard of him, you know. And like I feel like the Trump team needs to be absolutely vicious. You know what I mean? They need to be warriors. So they're not going into some democratic handshake thing where there's some reasonable understanding between each side. They are going into the snake's den. So I am hoping that it's Vivek because that'd be much healthier for Trump's just administration in general. This is the moment. So we're going to look at some of the moments of this assassination attempt, you guys. Crazy stuff on, God, was it Friday or Saturday night when this happened? I think it was
Saturday.
Was it Saturday? It was a blur, bro. I was on air for a long time
It was like
after
2.5 hours I watched.
Well, and then we went and I hopped on Josh's stream with his guy. Sam Ames.
Yeah.
And then also I went on for about 2 hours with the dudes from Constellation DAG, these government data scientist people. And I held my own. I got them thinking about some stuff. I felt fucking proud of myself. My goddamn hillbilly brain. You know what I mean? I got some stuff in here that works out. I was bringing up one of the things that I brought up that made these folks think hard is about the movement that the American country is making towards the next great new deal, which will be data infrastructure and data centers. That is what I got their mind spinning about. But this is what spurred the moment of the assassination attempt. It was when Donald Trump looked over at this illegal immigration graph. What you got, Taco?
And he actually went off teleprompter.
He got off teleprompter. He decided to look to the side.
Yeah, and that's what I think literally saved his life.
It did.
Because
it did.
He's like, hey, can my team bring up the chart? Awesome. They brought it up.
Look at that.
They're amazing.
Look at
and
that.
then he's turning his head
Yeah,
to
I
look
was
at
going to
it.
ask if y'all saw
Look at
that.
that amazing. I mean, we came half an inch from civil war in this country. And I woke up driving to work today and I thanked God that we didn't end up in a civil war. And I felt that moment again. I always have those moments when it really, really matters. I just thanked God that we didn't wake up to bedlam. And, you know, this graphic shows how close we did come to waking up to a very, very different world today. So count your blessings, folks. We came very close. Now, the FBI is saying that it is indeed, the shooter is indeed Thomas Matthew Crooks, a 20-year-old that was bullied in his high school class. He tried to join the rifle team. They turned him down. He said some offhand things. It was honestly a very terrible shot, obviously. But, you know, the FBI is coming out here and corroborating that it is Thomas Matthew Crooks, a 20-year-old that was able to get through Secret Service and get on top of one of the most vulnerable spots at the rally, ? That
should have been.
Yeah, and civilians have been pointing out this guy for 2 minutes prior to when he was shooting.
What in the hell? And now
Cop runs off because he was scared.
Yeah.
And that video I just sent you is from TikTok. I'm not really a big TikTok person. My mom sent me this, but it's very weird how this guy is showing side by side of the event, and it's like two different sets of people in the background.
Dude, it won't let me in because I'm not logged in. It won't let me in.
Damn.
It's all right. It's all right. But we need to download it maybe and then show it as a short or something like that. But there's a lot of questions in my mind about this. And me and my wife, we were looking at just the bone structure of the person that they did take out on the top of that building and the ear structure. And Also, that the person that got shot, it looked like they had gauges that were knocked out when they got hit by the round, and the bottom of their ear collapsed, which would happen. Vet, we need to do. This is a black site conversation, Vet.
Yeah,
we're gonna
even I
make a
have
black
some-
site
even I have some
conversation
stuff
about
up
this
there.
100%.
My
what you
mom
got?
is on Facebook too.
Your mom's on Facebook?
C90
Dude,
FTW.
Facebook won't even talk about this. There is nothing on Facebook about this. Like, all those people are just still posting pictures of like their
Well, 'cause-
guitar or their cat or whatever.
Because here are the two different types of people on Facebook: old people and robots.
That's pretty much it. That's
So
kind of
old people don't usually post about like news events. They post pictures of their cat and dog and family.
Man, well, you know, thankfully the FBI's taken up the investigation, but unthankfully, apparently they're unable to break into his phone to get the information they need. Just the same technology as Epstein's hard drives.
Coincidence? I think
Yeah,
not.
it's just like such a load of shit, honestly, because I think back, this reminds me to the fact a few years ago, Apple and Microsoft systems admitted they have built-in backdoors for government agencies to use to get into people's information should it be a national security threat. This was openly admitted by both sides, both major companies in the world. And now I get this headline saying, sorry, the intern hasn't been able to crack the code yet, folks. We can't figure it out yet. Nothing is adding up to this at all. It makes no sense. Make it make sense. And also, with all of the news, Judge Cannon has also dismissed the documents case based on unlawful appointment of Jack Smith. This is the special counsel, the special investigator that was going to take Trump down, this liberal-looking jackass that was appointed by a dark group within our government and not approved by Congress. Congress realized what happened and absolutely laid waste to this whole situation. But you know what they get out of this? The Dems got the years of calling Trump a criminal, right? And now that's just embedded in everyone's heads. Felon. He's also a felon that survived a shooting. And am I voting for a felon this election? What does it look like? What does it look like I'm doing? I'm doing it again. I'm gonna fucking do it again. You know what I mean? I have no F's to give. And I have been dealing with being called a deplorable for 8 years. I have had many people close to me argue till the sun goes down about this subject, and I refuse to back down because this country needs strength again, for God's sakes. Now, I don't, we woke up and I know a lot of people are in shock over the weekend. We woke up, we wonder, how the hell did we get so far gone? Well, I'm going to show you guys exactly how we've come so far down this hole real quick. Let's turn this on.
You gotta be ready to throw a punch. You have to be ready to throw a punch.
Donald Trump, I think you need to go back and punch him in the face.
That I thought he should have punched him in the face.
Feel like punching him.
I think I'd like to take him behind the gym if I were in high school. If we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him. No, I wish we were in high school, I could take him behind the gym.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
Take him out now.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
Please, get up in the face of some Congress people.
People will do what they do.
I want to tell you, Gorsuch, I want to tell you, Kavanaugh, you have released the whirlwind, and you will pay the price.
We're gonna go in there, we're gonna...
This is just a warning to you Trumpers. Be careful. Walk lightly. And for those of you who are soldiers, make them pay.
If you had to be stuck in an elevator with either President Trump, Mike Pence, or Jeff Sessions, who would it be? Does one have to come out alive?
Did you see that? There's also another clip of I don't know if it was like AI generated, but it didn't seem like it. It was Biden saying that they had to put it was time to put Trump on a bullseye.
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a tweet by Biden. He said it in a call, I believe.
Yeah.
So the tweet is not real. He did absolutely say it. And now they're trying to backtrack on that. Say, no, he didn't say that, right?
Yes,
he comes out like I turn on my television and it auto populates to this geriatric tyrant trying to tell me to remain calm and to not assume the intent of the shooter, right? The intent of the shooter was to push forward the agenda of violence that Biden has been pushing forward for years now. Ever since 2016, this did not start in 2020. For those that celebrated Trump, voted for him in 2016, even into 2015, you know what I'm talking about. We're 9 years into being dehumanized on a national scale, and I'm tired of it. I'm absolutely tired of it. And this is a quick look at what it looked like after the assassination attempt on Reagan, right? So you have a couple blue, I mean, honestly, not much blue, and an absolute majority for Republicans once that happened. And honestly, Democrats, there's always time to change your mind, right? This is the great guarantee in life, is that the only thing guaranteed is change, and you can absorb the information, the crazy shit that you just witnessed, the intentions of your own party over the last few years, and you can make that choice to change and be better. Now, here we have something very, very weird that TJ brought to my attention. This is from Truth Labs. Domains named Kill Trump were created on January 7th by a company with ties to the Chinese Communist Party and Joe Biden, along with ex-U.S. Presidents Obama and George Bush. Almost a year ago today, several times thereafter, he alerted American agencies that Prometheum Incorporated, a subsidiary tied to Wang Zhang, purchased the domain names killtrump.crypto and killtrump.eth. Wang Zhang's is a CCP affiliated company with their U.S. headquarters based in Chicago and the existing business relationships with MIT, Biden, Bush, and Obama. They purchased the domain on January 7th of 2020, which is set to expire on the 6th of 2021, and they have been renewed. Today, this threat almost became real. Prometheum, to date, is the only company issued as a special dealer broker license for digital assets. Their license was issued and signed off by none other than the wonderful Gary Gensler. The SEC, CFTC, and the FINRA. CFTC is not our friends, okay? Just get that clear. To date, no accountability has occurred, and you can see the proof in the post below. In the comments, I will include additional references. If you guys don't already follow Truth Labs, highly recommend Truth Labs. Absolutely crazy, deep dive. And Prometheum, honestly, remember that, Taco, when we had the government basically trying to squeeze out exchanges and then you had to be a broker dealer? Do you remember that moment?
Yeah.
So Prometheum was the only one that was allowed to be that type of system until we had the likes of Tom Emmer, Patrick McHenry, and all these other people within Congress basically throw a fit, call out Gary Gensler for all of his bullshit. And then now they've kind of backed off on trying to lock away people from access of it. So it's an interesting thing to think about.
So correct me if I'm wrong. So the Promethean Incorporated minted the killtrump.eth and Gary Gensler signed off on them.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that was correct.
Yeah, and this guy, Truth Labs, tried to bring it to their attention. Tried to bring it to the American agency's attention, only to fall on deaf ears. And then also from Wu Blockchain, it looks like the Russian Ministry of Finance proposed allowing traditional stock exchanges such as Moscow Exchange to provide cryptocurrency trading services to certain qualified investors. Also consider allowing central bank to start creating an experimental cryptocurrency platform for international settlements from September 1st. So this kind of old news if you've been following me for years. And our CBDCs, I think, are unstoppable in China and Russia. But I do believe that CBDCs are not an inevitability within the United States. And the reason why is because our country still has to worry about the most armed population on the planet by far, not accepting having all of their information and money put online and controlled by a government that we barely trust, if at all, at this point. I think that it's a very difficult conversation to say that it's guaranteed. I know that it makes a lot of sense, but there's a couple states that have outlawed it already. There's already Florida. I think Arkansas is moving towards it. And once you have states dissenting from the federal government saying, no, we're not going to acknowledge the CBDC as value. No, we're not going to transact taxes in that proposed value. you got a problem. Okay, you got a problem. So just think about that when you think about the inevitability of CBDCs. This was very interesting. The ear stays on. Guy bought $232 worth of ear at Pump Fund, sold it for over $132,000, and still has nearly $250,000 left. A total profit of around $377,000 from a $232 buy.
I was gonna buy ear. And
you were gonna buy ear?
It was too late. When I saw it, it was too late. It was already
what? Bro, you almost got in on that?
Yeah, as soon as I saw the whole thing, I made the video, and then I was like, meme coins.
I couldn't do meme. I couldn't go meme hunting because I had to get the studio.
Going.
Yeah, but let's see here. This is, oh my God. What happened here? Let's go to ear. Let's pull this up. We're live swimming on the internet here, guys. So ear, the ear stays on. $2.5 million market cap. It looks like all the gains have been had. Stop doing that. Damn you. Oh, I went back to Vivuk. What is this? Hell? Where am I? Hell. All right. So it'll be interesting to see if this thing comes back. You got nearly 10,000 holders. I see the top traders. Bunch of buys, only one insider dumping for 52K, another for 37 here. So the developer sell-off's not looking too bad. It does look like a bunch of buys. This one, it'll be interesting to see. Right now, at this point in the game, with Trump nearly losing his ear, I think he would be pushed over the line with an endorsement from Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield at the same time. You know what I mean? That's really where we get the magic happening. So we have just crazy stuff happening in meme coins. As you can imagine, on Solana, they came out, they broke immediately. Right here, we got Hobus and his current DeFi sleepers list. For anyone that doesn't already follow Hobus, you are completely screwing up. He is a very undiscovered, absolute badass.
He's so smart.
He is extremely, and he runs his own hedge funds. And he's building out his own algorithmic trading system. But he's like an Aave, Jupiter, SNX. What does this one stand for? Synthetics. Okay, we like synthetics. GMX, we like that one. Compound, Sushi Swap. He likes Maple too. Joe was a Marinade, right? We just covered Marinade too. I think QI. I want to see where the price action is on Maple. Let's check into it real quick. Let's see what we're looking at. Are we still in opportunity zone? $14. I mean, it's definitely
pumped today.
It pumped today. It does have a pretty good shelf built from $10. So if I'm sitting on the outside looking in, I'm wanting to be greedy on my entry point, and I'm looking for the bottom end of that little range right there, which is essentially at $10. If I could find more entry points at $10, I'm stacking more. Maple, a great pick, but honestly, Hobus is just an awesome source for real information.
What's QI? I'm not familiar with that.
Let's find out what QI is. Let's see what this is, because I haven't heard of that one either. Benki.
I've heard of Benki.
Let's see here. How's the chart looking? Pretty reasonable. I mean, there's a lot of altcoins look like this, honestly. Wow. When did it pop out? August of 21. So it popped out right as the bull market was about to peak in 2021. Has definitely fallen off a cliff since then. Kind of looks like the ICP graph, but it's waking up pretty good. So interesting pick. Interesting indeed. What else we got here? Oh, yeah. Crypto Degens. These were both posted today. This is yesterday. Which blockchain founder aligns more with your crypto ethos and your values? Ethereum or Cardano? So here's Ethereum's. Plain be like, me be like, we really need to clean up our indoor air, but until then, thank you to Zulong Mask Company. Okay, so you're still wearing a mask. Super awkward, bro. Now this from Charles Hoskinson. Just got my Henry. It's the gun that won the West. A very famous design from the 19th century. The perfect ranch rifle. I do believe this is one of the only guns that was developed by America. The correct, look it up. C90FTW. Is this gun the only weapon style that Americans have designed that can claim the rights to it? Because there is no denying that this lever action from the Henry is indeed what won the West, the fast movement. And, you know, Cardano, much more decentralized, not captured by inside sources like Wing Zhang in the CCP. So I do prefer that. Plus the gas fees are much, much less. Look at what was seen off of Martha's Vineyard. I just had to go on a quick look at this thing. They're talking about a 25 to 30 foot great white shark weighing up to 5,000 pounds spotted off of Martha Vineyard's coast. I would be shitting my pants if I saw something like this. Like, there ain't much you can do. I feel very uncomfortable, like, as a human in a water animal's world. You're at a major disadvantage there. Our thumbs mean nothing in that type of situation. So
our punches mean nothing.
punches mean nothing. Yeah, I mean, if I saw that, I mean, that's the moment where you need a harpoon. You know what I mean? And hopefully you've read, what is that? 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. You know, have you read that book?
Nope.
You guys read that book?
I'm not.
When I was a kid, yeah.
Yeah?
I'm not a huge book reader.
Dude.
I've read Lord of the Rings.
Okay. Okay. You read Lord of the Rings?
That's like my big read. I don't read
All right,
that much.
fair enough. My daughter's out there reading Harry Potter. She likes Harry Potter a lot. This is interesting to see, and kind of an obvious take, but thank God it's being said. Donald Trump calling for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to finally get the damn Secret Service protection he's been asking for, and Biden has denied. Interesting. So, hey, great political shows you did the last few days. There's nothing like crypto and politics to make a man smile. Love the show. Keep up the great work. Any thoughts on ADA? ADA is going to be around. It's already in the kind of top market cap realm. At this point in the market, you know, if I already had some, I'm not adding any more. And really my ADA point where I feel like buying it on a chart graph standpoint is essentially in the 35-cent range. I'm trying to buy this base level here, only for compounding gains. I think that Cardano has the ability to hit right around $5 with the trajectory of the markets right now. You know, a little bit more than a 10x or right around a 10x. It's not something that's going to eviscerate into the background and die. And it does have higher highs being created each bull market so far, which is making me feel real good about it. But I have something before. So you made it all the way here. And now title of this, or the thumbnail, shows $250,000 Bitcoin. And here's how. Here is how, and by my accounts, you guys, kind of similar to the cup and handy on Ethereum. I am looking at this Bitcoin chart and thinking about the narrative that Trump is putting into the minds of people like Larry Fink from Blackrock. We showed him earlier. Larry Fink has surrendered to Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin's going to compete with gold. And it is my opinion that as Bitcoin has the ability to compete with gold now, it's going to have strong capabilities to hit a $5 trillion market cap. I am upgrading the amount of bullishness I have for this asset class. And essentially, I'm looking at this, drawing this little cup and handy because this little handle is what I wanted to create through this shelf range. And that lands you right at about $225,000. But we also, let's go to coin perspective, because I'm thinking like we can accomplish this $5 trillion market cap. If we go here to coin perspective, probably going to work. Yeah, baby, that's right. So I think we're hitting 5 trill now. I think we got the velocity for it. That would bring us up to $253,000 per Bitcoin, which makes me erect. It makes me erect thinking about the amount of power that will bring to my family, but it gives me a sense of hope for everyone that sat here and rode through some of the scariest times, not only just in your basic life, watching this political division, the financial stresses on banks that are causing them to go insolvent, the out of control printing that has been done to our fiat dollar, thus making it less and less at the grocery store that we can buy for our kids and our family and keep them healthy. This gives us that ultimate power. We can escape this fiat death trap that they've designed for us and find something of value that works for us in the background. This is the first time in human history that we could take control of our assets, buy a Bitcoin off of an exchange, and then put it on a cold storage wallet. And this is why I'm so damn bullish to be sponsored and partnered with Arculus. the world's leading crypto cold storage app. If you don't already have an Arculus, or even if you already do have an Arculus, you need to get one, get it to your family. Use code BASE10, you get 10% off, and it might have like sweat drips on it from Isaac being all goofy on it. Look at this blood blister. I've been working hard, as you can tell.
You can't even see mine.
Comparison. That's how life turns you into. But you got a little blister. But if you aren't already off of exchanges with your crypto, support the channel. Use code BASE10. Click the link in the description. Oh God, VP pick just in. Janet Yellen. Don't make me barf. Like, oh, I would die.
I would end it. Right
I know. The show's over. We're over with. And now, I don't think we came to a final conclusion. I am hopeful it's Vivek. The more institutional option is JD Vance, but we might get thrown off a bit. I mean, what if he picked RFK? The RFK would be the most healing
hyper bullish.
Yeah, I mean, think about RFK and Trump getting together.
Yeah.
Because RFK is a total Bitcoin bull. You know what I mean? He's very healthy for the crypto market. That would be something amazing. And now George Martinez asking a question here. So that means that the top 10 to 15 altcoins can probably accomplish that $100 billion market cap. That isn't too out of line to think, because originally I was thinking the overall crypto market cap would have hit a 6 to 7 trill, and I was accounting for the top 10 being that $100 billion mark on up. But in a hyper aggressive ultra bull market, like it looks like we're fermenting into, with BlackRock admitting defeat, we have the federal fund rates ready to come down for the absolute perfect storm during the election. I absolutely feel like we are in this super cycle that we've all been waiting for, even if you've been here for multiple cycles. This is the King Kugla, the mythical super cycle that we've been waiting for. And I do believe that top 10 to 15, even number 15 is going to have $100 billion market cap to be in that level. So if you're watching this show right now, I want to give you a pat on the back, pat yourself on the back, because you're an absolute savage, and I think you're going to make it just fine. Now, when we get into 2025, my tone's going to change. I'm going to be analyzing the market, watching for major weaknesses, and finding times to ladder out. In this time frame, for the next 4 to 5 months, I feel comfortable stacking altcoins. And just a quick shout out to one of the altcoins that hasn't made sense why I've been so bullish on it to other people, but it makes sense to me. Base is going to be taking over, folks, and look what Base is doing today. Holy sheep shit on a shingle. We got the monthly. Oh my God, it's over. We were too early. It's not happening. But just over the past 7 days, we were at 53%. So those buying the dip when I was telling you to buy the damn dip, when we had the damn dip, are up by 53% right around. And now on the air, let's just take a forest through the trees look here. This original pump 2 moment did end up holding as that support line for the massive sell-off. And we are cooking on the way back up. So absolutely love seeing the charts today, and love having you guys join me for the show. You know,
Always.
like I think I kept it pretty well together. We're really me and Vet are gonna be doing a black site video on this occurrence that happened on Saturday. 100%. That is the next black site video. Me and Vet, I'm gonna be releasing the next one about the intricacies of all the shifts that have been happening within the Supreme Court of the United States and how important these moves actually are. They've been extremely underreported, and we dive into a 45-minute conversation about these moves and really what the hell they really mean. But you guys, it's been an absolutely wonderful day. Isaac, thanks for joining me on the show, man. Excellent work you're doing with me here on the basement. And Taco, it's always a pleasure having you on the show.
Always being here.
I love having you on the show, dude. George Martinez, Veteran Crypto, my man, Bob from Accounting, Robert Young, Crypto Steve-O.
I have y'all's bet that y'all put in chat, screenshot it on my phone.
Oh, yeah?
So y'all better hold each other to that.
All right. I'll be
Ukraine
watching
put $100 on
should be the liaison.
15x. Yes,
Okay.
I'm the liaison. And we're not getting away with this
Okay,
one.
I like it. Gaddafi, we got Dave Middleton up in there, Sin Diesel, Michael Moore, Laserface. Thanks for the heads up on the sound, Laserface as well. I am Jay. Seth Shepard, he's getting ready. He's getting prepared. A big shout out to you, Seth, for supporting the channel. And DZ's Chrysler 300, more swag than Ondo, guys. Good show. I appreciate you guys, man. It means a lot. hearing that from you guys. I know everyone that watches this show, you're intelligent. You've been in crypto for a long time, and I work really, really hard to give you intelligent MFers more value than you already know, because I know everyone in crypto is some of the top thinkers in the world, and I work tirelessly just to give you a little bit more information so we can stay ahead of the curve. But appreciate you guys. I'm going to go hit the bag, get some of this stress out from the weekend out of my body, and I will see you tomorrow morning. I bid you adieu. Goodbye. Oh, God.
Any day now.